Let's see here real quick. Let's fix the cam. Sylvia, yours cams is fixed. Let's see.
Better. Way better.
All right. So y'all if y'all can hear us, guys, click on the likes, the share, the follows, the you know, all that stuff right there. Hey, you know that little intro that we got right there? I like that little blingy noise. I don't know if y'all remember. I know, Lucky, you're not gonna remember this, but if y'all remember back in the school days when that sound would go, it was time to turn the page. And that's what we just turned the page on.
Why does that remind me of Grease, where they're like ding 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 ding?
Yes, well,
and then they would give the announcement.
And that's the thing, though. They're turning the page there. You know what I'm saying?
Do they still give school announcements?
When I was in school, they just said turn the page.
All right, guys. So we are live and in charge here right now, guys. So we got Ray in the house. What's up, Ray?
Hey, man, another blessed week. We're here on another Tuesday. Thank you guys for tuning in.
We got Sylvia in the house.
Hi, everybody.
And then we got a special guest in the house, man. We got DJ Lucky J. DJ Lucky J. For all the people out there, guys, this is gonna be a good show, guys. This is gonna be a really good show. DJ Lucky J. I guess if you want to just tell everybody hi right now, I mean, get them to see you out there. Let's see. We have Marilyn checking in into your live this evening. Cool. So I guess let's get down to some questions on you.
For sure. Shout out to everybody here on the Facebook. Shout out to you guys, and thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, for sure. And okay, so I want to get down to it really quick, man. Lucky, where are you from?
I'm from the city of Alice, Texas.
Alice, Texas.
The big coyote country.
Coyotes, right?
You know, hold on. Y'all talking about running some? We can't be talking about that on here like that, guys. Coyotes?
No, that's coyotes.
Oh, coyotes. I'm sorry. I got them mixed up. Sorry. So the coyotes, you know, I'm a big. My family comes from San Diego, actually.
Okay.
My mother, my grandma, and my grandfather from my mom's side come from San Diego, and there was a big old ranch like a long time ago, and my family, my great grandparents had 21 kids, man. 21 kids.
Holy.
And this whole ranch housed everybody there, and that was in San Diego. So pretty much, if I go to San Diego, I'm related to somebody. So I don't conversate with, you know, I'm if there was a pretty girl there, she's my cousin. I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm like, hey, what's up, cousin? I'm not even gonna try it because I already know what's gonna happen. They're like, hey, primo, what's going on? But no, there's a ranch out there, man, and that's where we're actually from. But of course, there's nothing that happens in San Diego. So everybody has to go to Alice. So we know about Alice. And Alice, man, I got a lot of family in Alice. Alice, man, you know, Alice grew really quick, man. I mean, it's just blowing up over there. I mean, what do you think set it off, man? Do you think it's like
probably I moved out.
He said I moved out, man.
I moved out. They got a Chick-fil-A. They're now getting a Wendy's. They have about like maybe 6 car washes over there. So it's picking up out there in Alice.
You know what I think it is, man. I think the Walmart set it off. Walmart entered and then bam, Chili's.
Dude, they still got a Bell's over there.
You know.
Yeah, we still have a Bell's.
That is insane, right?
And a little boatnet.
No.
They have a little boatnet.
No way. He's been wanting boatnet.
Hold on, they got a boat in that over there?
Oh, I see a road trip.
Road trip. Let's do this, man. A big shout out to all the people that are watching right now. Big shout out to Michael. Big shout out to Pauline. Shout out to Clarence. There's a lot of people watching right now. Shout out to Jazz Renee.
Jazz Renee. Parents.
You know, Y92, man. They're locked in. That's it right there. You can check out
that's your parents on there?
My dad's runs the radio station over in Alice.
Oh, okay.
Y92. That's where I started when I was at the age of 13 years old.
That's what I wanted to get to, man. That's what I wanted to get to. So what inspired you? Well, I guess we just got the answer. What inspired you to become a DJ?
Yeah, most definitely.
And it was from your dad there. What started you? Because I believe I started seeing you during COVID time.
Okay.
And I believe that's where when it started popping up all over, you know, my TikTok there, and I was like, hold on, how does this? Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, man. Sylvia's in the music world, I Ray in the music world, and we go out to shows, man, and there's really no younger crowd in there, man. So it's very rare that we'll pick up a younger crowd, a younger person inside there. But don't get me wrong, there is some out there. But whenever I saw you DJing on it, I was all like, hold on, how does he know this music? And then you're hitting them with, back to back with this one and that one. I was like, what? Hey, man, this is pretty darn cool, So, I followed you on there and I was checking you out, man. You the whole dressing up, man, the whole, the look of the backgrounds and everything. I thought that was like really, really cool. Yeah, so, like, sure. what made you start going into the DJing?
Yeah, it was, of course, it was my dad. He's been doing it forever. And he used to do his mobile business on the side, the mobile DJing. And then from there, we went into radio. I went into radio with him at the age of 13. And we had a show on Fiesta 92.1. And then at 14, I got fired. And then we had a storage in the back. It was like a storage building for, all our just storage. And we cleaned it all out. And he put some walls up in there. And that's when I started going live and stuff like that. So a lot of people think that I started during COVID. But it was actually about maybe a year or two before COVID that I actually started going live. So this year marks actually 7 years that I started my career.
That
goes by quick, don't it?
7
goes by
years.
quick.
That's insane.
I was just in the studio with my dad Saturday. I had a quinceañera in Alice, and I stopped by the studio, said what's up, and he's remodeled it. Like, it looks wonderful now. It used to look like a little hole in the wall with just carpet, and it was always dirty and everything. But now it looks real modern, and it looks really, really nice in there. So I stopped by and said what's up, and then we were just reminiscing. 7 years. Oh, on September 18th, we'll mark 7 years since 2017.
Man, we almost got to celebrate it with you, man. Yeah. God, it's right around the corner,
September
man.
18th,
we I think we should start it now, though. But I'm so glad that you did that, man. And you I believe, and I'm gonna be honest, man. I believe you switched a lot of the younger crowd to actually start going back into the Tejano world, into the Spanish world, man, because it was really drifting off from their age, and they really weren't paying attention to it at all, and they weren't really looking toward I show it to some kids, man. They're like, oh, that's for the older people. That's for the older people. And then, I started seeing your TikTok there, man. And I started seeing people flowing with you, man, following you. And, hey, I want to go see him. And the younger crowd started going and going and going. I'm all like, man, he's making a big impression out there, man. And, hats off for doing that, man. That's a really amazing thing to get going there, man. A big shout out to Chris, DJ, Carlos out there, man. And, there's a lot of people watching right now.
Michael Zavala.
Michael,
what's up? Big fan. Also, Chris V, I heard you say Chris. Chris V is actually on the radio station as well. My dad, he has a show right there on the radio station. He's from Dallas, but he remotely does it in Alice.
And that's kind of the cool thing, man, that opened up a lot of doors. Being a local DJ out here on the radio, you were kind of limited to, where your radio station can reach, the frequency can reach. And a lot of people, they wanted to hear these stations, but hey, they're in Arizona, they're in Chicago, they're in, California, they're in Florida. And it was very hard. And I know that it happened before COVID, where the online stations started going on and everything like that. And, where the social media started going. But I really think that the COVID world, it really impacted us badly. Through everybody, loss of lives and everything like that.
For sure.
But I think it impacted us to make a move to do, put the music out everywhere else and start really focusing on the music being put in all the states and all the cities.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I think that was a major thing there, man.
A lot of positive came out of COVID. I mean, of course, a lot of negative came out of COVID for sure. But if you think about a lot of the positives that came out, and it's quite a bit. Like I said, all the radio stations, they went online, and just the fan base online just grew and grew and grew, and that's what helped me out a lot. And I do shows in Florida now, and I've gone to Vegas and all of Texas, and so it's really crazy the way everything kind of happened.
So saying that, man, when you went to Vegas, at what age did you go to Vegas and do this, man?
I've been to Vegas now 4 times. The first time was actually before COVID in 2019 was my first time over there. And that's when I was with the band. And then I think it was the year of COVID, I think, which was 2022, if I'm not mistaken, is the year that I actually played DJ in Vegas. And I'm not really supposed to say this, but I was the first DJ in there. They have a Tejano convention. And I was actually the first DJ to get paid to go out there and do a show out there for the convention.
That is so awesome, man.
I'm not supposed to say that, but hopefully they're not listening.
Oh well, they are. It happens. And at what age was that when you went there?
2022. So I was 17 at the time.
That is so cool, man. And like I said, man, a lot of people out there, they were really, they really focused on, that the Tejano was only for the older crowd and it wasn't for anybody else, and, Ray Ray is a big Tejano DJ out there, and he loves the whole Tejano world. I mean, he's very into the Tejano world. And what do you think on that, Ray Ray? I mean, it was very hard in the Tejano world, right?
Actually, that Lucky's what they really needed, because a lot of kids were out of tune with that. That was their parents' music. That was their grandpa's music, the power. And when a kid logs on and says, "Man, well, that guy's kind of cool. Like, he's playing my grandpa's music," but that grandpa's music turns into their music. So we needed somebody like him to energize the onda a little bit more. And that's what you've done, bro. That's what you've done. I remember calling you a long time ago because we needed a little bit more energy here in Corpus, and I called you and I asked you to do what we did, later this past. But of course, that time you were still in school and couldn't do stuff. But you were doing your stuff on the internet, and I think that attracted a younger generation to come in and say that music is, I guess it is kind of cool. When before it was your grandpa's music or your parents' music, people saw you listening to it and you were pushing it on them, and now they like it. So with that came quinceañeras. We want a Tejano DJ for a quinceañera. Why? We saw this guy on TikTok or we saw this guy on Facebook, and he's giving, he gave us a good vibe. So you're pushing that a lot more, man. And I thank you for that.
And I thank you too. A lot of people don't know this, but Ray Ray, I hooked up with Ray Ray one time when we played in Robstown, if I'm not mistaken. Was that the first time? About the first time in Robstown?
Cotton picking world.
With that Duelo concert over at the Pavilion?
Yeah, something like that.
We hadn't even worked together, but he was DJing that event, and they told me, go up there and say some words. So I started going, and then he just started playing music, and I would just hype up the crowd, and he already knew, okay, we're going to go from here to here, and, play this song. And we just clicked right then and there, and ever since then, it's, he's been a good friend of mine, a good mentor as well here.
We met up at the Doghouse too.
Yeah. That's when that guy Nino was there, right?
That's usually where I go when I get kicked out. What are you talking about, bro? Hey, Sylvia, can you read some comments out there real quick?
Let me see what we have.
What were you gonna say, Rory?
No, I mean, you know what? I give it up to his mom and dad, man. His mom and dad have been there to take contend with them, and they take the fame just like they take the loss, man. They support him 100%, and I see that, Luck, with your parents, man.
That's awesome.
They're behind you 100%, and I applaud them for that.
Well, I mean, right off the bat, they're the first ones that tuned in.
Right.
That's a support. That's a support, and that's a real family. That's the way it goes. I mean, that's immediately. Hey, you know what? I just realized, guys, my shirt is not dirty. It's my crawfish shirt, guys. This is my crawfish shirt.
That's how it's designed.
Yeah, this is the design, guys.
And we're not joking either.
Because I just saw somebody looking at his shirt right now. They're like, "Hey, look at his shirt right there." No, this is my crawfish shirt. So
they're probably wondering where you got crawfish right now.
No kidding.
Yeah, but so what do we got out there, Sylvia?
Okay, so not all my comments are coming in. I have Lisa Marie.
Mm-hmm.
She said, I raised my kids with Tejano music. My oldest is 31, and people trip out because she knows some old school songs like Maz and Little Joe.
Yeah, she meant for Little Joe.
Yeah, but you see that though, school. Because honestly, and that's the whole thing. Like, I know that like there's a lot of DJs out there, and I know that there's a bunch of DJs. They play the music and everything, but there's a big difference in DJ Lucky J. You want me to tell you why? Like, he's playing the song, and automatically it's like he hits play and like the plug is plugged in. Like he's like, yep. It's gonna be even more crazy because as you said, Mas, Joe
Little
Lopez,
Joe.
his groove started moving already. I already saw him start moving. He started moving his. So when she said that, what song came to your head right there?
Mas is easy. I mean, it's so crazy because you can think of so many Mas songs, and it's so crazy because when I did my first concert with Mas and Joe Lopez, I wasn't able to go and meet him and say hi and everything like that. And then I ended up doing a show with him when I actually turned 18, and we took a picture and we took a video. He sent me a birthday, and it's just so crazy. Like Mas, I think of my tia and I think of my tío, and that's like her favorite artist. And so meeting Joe Lopez for the first time was like, wow, like, you know what I mean? Like this is my, this
that
is
got
my,
to be so
yeah,
cool.
this is, and I've done interviews with, I was actually his first interview after receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award there at one of the award shows that I was in. So there's things like that. It's so crazy. Like I know his wife really well, and so it's super cool, super cool.
Yeah, it's
So
awesome.
so one day, Sylvia was I don't know if you're aware, but you were at the Guadalupe Awards,
Okay.
and Sylvia actually took the award that day. One of the awards out there that day. She's Grupo Imagen. I don't know if you know that, but she's the accordion player for Grupo Imagen.
You play accordion?
I do.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she's she's Grupo Imagen, and I believe you won Song of the Year or something like that. Something that one of
Yeah,
those
for
years.
Toxica.
And I remember them bringing you up on there, and I was all like, yeah, that's him right there. And yeah, that's so cool, man.
You know what award show that one was?
That one would have been the
I don't remember.
Last year or 2 years ago?
No, it's
I
been a
didn't go
while.
to, what was I there?
Yeah,
you were there.
I
It's been about 3 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
2 or 3. I don't know.
They only allowed me one more award.
And what's kind of crazy though, the awards is back to back to back to back to back. I mean, there's
Yeah.
so many awards going on.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
it's
sure.
so crazy. I never knew that there was a DJ out there to tell that I came across till you. Let's
Okay,
see.
so I came across, yeah.
And then if you could read some more of those.
Okay, so yeah, Paulina, I never knew there were, I don't know what she means, DJ out there till I came across DJ Lucky J. Maybe
Yeah.
good DJs, I don't know. And now I know quite a few of them. I even know one from the UK.
Sheesh.
UK.
And that's going on, man. Like when you go on TikTok, you see DJs,
So crazy,
Chinese DJs, Japanese DJs,
It's so
you
cool.
know,
Yeah.
DJs from from everywhere.
I see DJs having the time of their life, and they have a full setup just for TikTok.
Yeah,
I'm just
I like
holy
watching that.
moly.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's it's kind of crazy because you keep on working into my questions. Thanks.
It's like we rehearsed it or something.
Yeah. So, okay. So, guys, keep this in mind. When you're out DJing, when a DJ's out DJing, he's feeding off the audience.
Oh yeah.
He's feeding off the audience. He's plugged into you. You literally, when you're dancing, you're probably stepping on his cord. It's plugged up to you. There's none of that wireless stuff. It has to go directly to him. Okay. When they're doing this on social media, there is no plug to you. You have to reply. You have to get connected with them. So they're grooving off of what they're feeling, and then you kick in. You got to understand how hard that is. That is something that, man, if I was right here on the podcast and I'm here by myself and I have nobody in here, so I'm pretty much conversating with you and hoping, your energy is producing me and I'm being able to reply to you. So that's whenever you turn and you're on the TikTok or social media and you're actually seeing them DJing and you're seeing them, respond, get on there, hey, put a request in there. They're like, that's how they're getting fed. I'm talking about getting fed by, your energy and producing more on there, So like, step on that, step on the whole little, what's going on in here,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you got
definitely interacting. Interacting is definitely key. When I go live, I'm literally in my living room. I set my TV up, I set my board up, and I just have these in-ear things that go into my ear. I just shut everything off, and I'm the only one in my apartment. And so I just, like I said, I shut everything off. There's no music. You can't hear anything inside my apartment. Just go straight to my ear. And so I'm literally just boom, 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 like song after song after song. And then I'll get people in there and they start requesting. And then it just so happens that there's too many requests. And I'm just like, okay, well, I'll try to get to everybody. And a lot of people get mad at the situation that I don't get to them request or answer some questions and stuff like that. So, you know, I try and get to as much as possible, and I do an hour show.
That's all you
so.
can do, man.
That's
Yeah.
Just
so
try,
cool.
just do your
That's
best.
So with that, you got somebody else on there?
Yeah, so Michael Savala, the fact that he's young and he plays all of the old school songs.
That's what's so cool about it, man. That's
Mhm.
like, and then I believe, did you got the one on top of that one, Jesse?
Let me see.
It's also a lot about learning from other DJs. Though, like I see Ray when I go to the ranch, and you know, I hear his music, and I tell him, I said, Ray, like I did the ranch Labor Day weekend, and they were like, okay, well, you know, I have you back, whatever. So I told him, I said, hey, we got to meet up. I got to get some of this old school music because you know, I know a lot of old school music, but I don't know I have to go digging deep into finding out.
But the thing that's cool about it is you're willing
Yeah.
to go to that old school music.
Yeah.
And the big issue is majority of the people are like, no,
Yeah.
no, that's too old. I don't want, and then the younger crowd is like, that's grandma and grandpa's music, that's Thea and Theo's music, and what's cool is you change that up. And I'm gonna tell you a little, another little story, man. So I don't really want to put your place of living out, but I was at an apartment complex, and I do cable and I do internet and stuff like that. And I was at this apartment complex, and I go in there, and I'm setting up her thing, and she's all, hey, I said, how do you like the apartments here? She goes, actually, the apartments just got kind of pretty cool. And I was all like, oh, really? Why? And she's all like, well, one day I was turning in, and I turned into the parking, and there's a big old trailer here, and it says DJ Lucky J. I know who he is, and I follow him. And she was so excited about it, man. And matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I'm telling you a true story, because I'll tell you, she actually messaged you right after that and said, welcome to the apartment complex.
Oh my God, I got like 4 of those.
Yeah, she said, welcome to the apartment complex, and actually told you a little story about something else. But yeah, so she was all like, she was so excited about it, and she was like, he's in our apartment complex, this is so cool. And I was like, yeah, I was like, yeah, sure. But
one day I was live, and I was like, man, my AC doesn't work, and then someone goes,
that's the one.
Yeah,
that's the one.
She goes in my comments, and she's like,
same
she said
here.
something, and then I was like, are you the maintenance? Because the maintenance is partner, she was also in my live too, and I was like, are you maintenance? I was like, I need your help. And she wasn't into maintenance, but we ended up going and telling each other stories about, this is what's happening in my apartment. And
that's the person that I'm
funny.
talking to you about.
That's
Y'all,
cool.
let me put in a work order.
I was like, why? My dad was like, well, why rent a U-Haul if you got a big old trailer? So we just loaded everything in the trailer.
That's exactly what she said. She's all, I pulled up, and I was like, hold on, are they going to put music out here? She was all like excited about, there was going to be music out there. She's all like, oh, there's going to be some kind of promotion or something. And then she's all, and then I saw that he moved in. I was like, oh, that's so cool. You got some comments on there?
Let me see.
Somebody
That's
said you
funny.
play accordion too.
Oh, and he plays accordion.
Me?
That's
That's
what he
what
said.
I play drums.
Paulina Orduno. And he
Yeah.
plays the accordion.
Definitely drums. Drums is my thing.
Cool.
Yeah, I love the drums.
Yeah.
Drums is my
That's awesome.
second.
I've seen.
Tejano, or what style?
Cumbia. I love cumbia.
Cumbia?
The cumbia style.
I've seen a couple of videos where he's jamming with Lucky Joe.
Yeah, I did Lucky Joe. I was a special drummer over there in my cousins. They did a little cumbia little session, and I was there jamming
That
out
is
with them.
so
Yeah.
cool. That's awesome.
So a big shout out to our buddy Carlos. Carlos says it sucks because some of those people want to hear the same thing over and over. He does the live DJ too. He said that whenever you're DJing, that you just play that song, and I guess they barely tune in. They're like, want to hear that song again.
Yeah, that definitely happens a lot, and everybody's like, El Soñador, for instance, I play that every single live, but the reason I play it every single live is because they request it every single live. So
Yeah.
they're like, well, you play the same thing. I'm like, well, I'm not trying to,
And that goes on everywhere, man. Like
Yeah.
even when you're at a club, like you can play like a whole Hometown Boy set, and 2 minutes later, somebody who just walked in the club will say, "How come you haven't played on Hometown Boys?" And you just saw the guy walk in the club like 2 seconds ago. Like, dude, you just walked in. Like, oh yeah, I know, but we want to hear Hometown Boys. All right, so you play it to try to satisfy them, and you got 200 people that are pissed off at you because you played Hometown Boys.
Just play, exactly.
Yeah.
They said Lucky is a beast at the drums.
Cool.
And then Michelle, let's see what Michelle is at.
Mauricio, yeah.
DJ Lucky J in the house. Yeah. So yeah, guys, we got the lucky as a goat. Oh, yeah. That's another thing, man. So you were here live with us just a while ago when we were getting prepared for this, man. You're and I mean this in all most respect. You're a younger one than us, man. Yeah. And we're here, guys, and we're trying to get prepared for everything, get everybody logged in and everything. Guys, once you hit the age of about 35, 40, stop changing your passwords, guys. Stop changing your passwords, bros. Like, honestly, guys, really stop changing them. Ray, Sylvia, like, really stop changing these passwords, guys.
This girl had stars and all that over there.
Yeah, underscore, rubber ducky, 547, touch the tree, come back. All this stuff, guys. I mean, guys. Speak for yourself. I'm young too. Lies. Once you start saying you're young, that means you're not young.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Once you declare it, yeah, obviously.
Julie says, "Hi, familia."
Oh, hello there.
Jules.
So Julie is my daughter, man, and she's actually one that's actually still with a. Yeah, I mean, she was one growing up, man. That was not. We played the music, and of course, she showed support because her mom's the accordion player and the music, but she wasn't really with the whole Tejano and Conjunto and the music world. Like I said, I mean, I really think that you opened up a lot of doors for the younger crowd, man. Yeah. I really think you did, man. And one thing that I would hope and recommend and probably say, keep doing that, man. The younger they get, the better. We do, and really speaking of it, a lot of the new music out there, a lot of the new musicians out there really are playing a lot of the old style music and just redoing it. I really do think that they do need to produce new music and put new music out there. Leave the old alone. If you're gonna do the old, change it up. Put a new stick to it. Do something to it. Don't just go back and put the same thing over and then say, hey, this is my new song, can you play it? I mean, honestly, did you do it better than who did it way back then?
Yeah, there's a lot of that nowadays.
And really, really start putting it out there, guys. I mean, right now the younger crowd, I really do feel that Frontera is not a Tejano, but I believe they kind of introduced norteño with Tejano and kind of mixed it in and started bringing in a different kind of crowd. And I really think that's right now is the time to keep pushing it.
And that's another thing. And that's another thing that boomed at the beginning of COVID, were groups like Frontera.
Yeah.
That did the live feeds, and I think that's it skyrocketed after that.
Yeah, it really did.
Julie says, yes, my parents 100% swagged me out. They gave me the old school music taste. So
what do you think about that? Like, I don't know if that's putting you on the spot or if you feel comfortable commenting. Like, a lot of people are like diehard Tejano fans, and they have, it's hard for them to transition into other genres. Like, well, I don't even know what genre to classify it, but like Frontera and
well,
are you like on one side, or are you on the other side, or are you just kind of like?
It's actually kind of it's actually kind of in the middle. Actually, I mean, of course, you have those people that don't like the way they're doing their style nowadays, but then you have those old people that are, when we go to the ranch, there's still old people dancing Frontera and stuff like that. It's kind of actually right in the middle.
Yeah. But you personally, I mean, are you just kind of down with?
If it brings a new style and something new to play, I'm with it.
You're down. Yeah. That's awesome.
The Parranda's doing it good now too. Secreto's in there. Mila 22 is a new one coming up, and so it's just new style and whatever brings the younger generation in to us, and that that gets us more gigs and more quinceañeras to go out and do as well, and it's good because when we do a quinceañera that they're like, oh, I heard Frontera. He DJs Frontera. Let's hire him. Okay, well, you're gonna hire me, but I'm also gonna throw in the mas and I'm also gonna throw in all that. So it kind of helps in the end, I guess.
Yeah. That's a good variety. That's awesome.
So everything kind of works out together.
So you said you DJ'd Saturday back in Alice, man. How was that?
Man, it was so crazy. This I was DJing, and then this older lady falls. So of course I stopped the music, make sure she's good.
She fell for you?
I love old ladies. I love
Cougar.
the way they smell.
That's called a cougar. That's what
I
that's
love
called.
the way they smell. No, but yeah, no, she fell, and so I stopped the
Oh,
music
no.
and wanted to make sure she was okay. And party kept going, and then and we were maybe like at 11, almost 11 o'clock. This other guy falls, and that one was a little bit more scary. I thought he literally died. But he ended up starting to move after like. About 15 minutes later, the ambulance came and everything like that, so they picked him up. But it was all in all, was a good show, and it's always a good time over in Alice. It's a little bit different. You have your crowds that just kind of sit there and don't dance, which are
that happens.
we have those crowds, and those aren't always the best, but
Yeah.
it is what it is, and so you're gonna have your good crowds. You're gonna have when I play in Crystal City, when I play in Kingsville, and stuff like that. They dance everything in Kingsville. They dance the Hano. They'll dance literally anything you play. They'll literally
Kingsville's
dance.
awesome.
Yeah,
I know
I
Kingsville.
love Kingsville.
They're always down to party.
So yeah, it was a great event in Alice. It was quinceañera out there. Great event.
So out of all the cities you played at, man, what's been your favorite?
Okay, well,
If there is a favorite.
like a club wise, or
It doesn't matter.
I'll give you like a little. Okay, so club wise, probably be Eagle Pass. Eagle Pass, the Onyx is big shout out to them. It's an amazing club. It's actually kind of like a Gemini, but instead like it's not Latin. It's like hip hop, and they got the LED screens and the lights and all that. So that one's really cool. Man, it would probably have to be quinceañera and stuff like that. It'd probably be Crystal City with the cumbias and everything. That's more my style. So
Nice.
I like Crystal City. Big shout out Crystal City.
That is cool. That's awesome. And you do your own emceeing as well?
My dad does all the emceeing.
Oh,
So he'll do all the
nice.
quinceañera entrances and all. I think I've only done one in the whole career that I've been doing it. I've only done one show, and it's because he couldn't make it on time because
Yeah.
he had to work.
Yeah.
So your dad's the one that helps you set up and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
he'll drive me. I'll literally sleep the entire way to and the entire way back, and he'll drive and he'll set up. And
I think your dad should set you up one day and like just drive you like to this anonymous place and like you're like what
You wake up, you're like, where am I? What the heck?
yeah.
You know, back in Imagen Day, man, when we would go out and do shows, man, I would pretty much be the driver out there, man. And a lot of the show wise, like when we're traveling and everything, we would do pranks on each other, man.
Okay.
And a lot of the times, man, you know, we would go crazy with these things, man. So like, you know, I think he should do one to you one day,
Hopefully
man.
not.
But you know, if I know he's watching right now, so
He said
record it.
he said Brownfield. What's Brownfield?
Oh, Brownfield was another really good crowd. Yeah, that'd be definitely top tier. It's so crazy. Let me tell you a story. The first time I played in Brownfield, which was the beginning of this year in March or something like that.
Mhm.
There's another DJ Lucky, but he's like 956 UPS or something like that. I don't know, something like that. So, anyways, he usually plays out there in that area, and so they called to book me, and I gave them the price. They paid the deposit, whatever. So about a month or so after they booked me, they started telling the family, you know, we booked DJ Lucky, but we booked the wrong DJ Lucky. They didn't mean to book me. They meant to book the other one.
It's like
So they were
booking
like-
Bronco 956 or something. Like,
So they were like, so do we cancel him? Like, what do we do? I know, don't cancel. Like, we want him here. We've never seen him here. So, anyways, they ended up doing the gig, and that they were like, this is the best mistake we've ever made in our lives. So
That's
from
cool.
there, I've been now. I've been one more time, and then I have two more times next year. So,
That is awesome.
yeah, it was like a blessing in
Heck yeah.
disguise.
That is cool.
That's so cool,
That is
man.
funny. Oh my god, that's freaking
Yeah.
funny.
Crazy.
So you just came back from doing a couple of nights in Florida, right?
Yeah, I do.
How did that go?
I have a 5-month residency over in Florida. It's one Saturday out of every month, and so I just did this past time was Bowling Green, Florida. Next time will be Riverview at the end of this month.
Okay,
Riverview.
cool.
I'll be in
That's so
San Antonio
cool.
tomorrow. I'm going to San Antonio for Jelly Roll. I come back. I bartend at the ranch, so I'm a bartender too.
So wait. Speaking
You're
of Jelly
so
Roll,
busy.
I heard somebody got lucky with a couple of tickets to go
Yeah.
see Jelly Roll.
We got my mom some tickets to go see Jelly Roll. She literally cried if you saw the TikTok.
Oh my goodness.
Happy belated birthday to you.
Yeah, so we gave her some tickets, and so we go tomorrow. I come back, I bartend for the night there at the ranch, and then I leave Friday back to San Antonio to go do Don Romo's, and then Saturday have a quinceañera in San Antonio.
There you go.
So he's here tomorrow.
in San Antonio.
Who, Jelly Roll?
Oh,
Tomorrow in San
because he
Antonio.
was supposed to be on the podcast tomorrow. I don't know if he was there.
Well, that's yeah.
Hey, so I really like on the comments down there, man. I'm really digging the whole the lucky charm, that everybody's posting all crazy for you, man.
Oh,
That-
the clovers.
He's got his
the
own
clover.
whole. You got your own clothing line kind of thing.
You
don't
got your own
Yeah.
emoji. What the heck?
Yeah, my own. Man, I've been through like about shoot. I think we're like on 10 different logos that we have on clothes right now.
Nice.
I've sold so many shirts. We did a Loteria logo. We've done like a record player.
So who
and a
comes
Clover
out with
logo.
all your clothing ideas?
And me and my dad kind of just put our heads together, and then we send it to Chris Dominguez, the one that does the Selena stuff,
Mhm.
and then he just we pay him, and he makes it,
Nice.
come to life.
That's,
And
that's so cool.
The past two ones I've actually done myself though, and they've actually come out pretty cool. So, yeah, pretty cool clothing line.
That's so cool, man. So out there in Alice, man, I mean, I really think that you're probably one of the biggest celebrities out there right now doing things out there, man. And besides their city councils and all that, I is there like any events that you get invited to all the time, or for Alice out there, or
Actually, Alice is really weird. Alice is mostly focused on Coyote football.
you see,
And that's
and
it.
I did it on purpose
Yeah.
because I'm gonna explain something to you, man. When you're in your own hometown,
You don't get the
you
You're
don't
local.
get the support
Yeah,
You're
you know.
local.
that you're supposed to get, man.
Yeah.
It's really weird because you're a big timer out
Yeah.
there in all the other cities, all the other states, but when you come back to your hometown, the support is never there, and it's really weird because like you would think like, hey, that's those are my friends, it's really crazy how that works, man, because you could come to Corpus and boom, but you go to Kingsville and what do you know, like it's great, but in your own hometown it's crazy, man. And that's what it is. They
Yeah.
support the football, they support the schooling and everything, but they don't support the people coming
Artists
at
and-
the
yeah.
There is
people
there is people though. I want to send shout outs to Sandra, and there's people out there in Alice that do really support and love what I do and acknowledge that he is from Alice, Texas, and just like I do everywhere I go. I'm from Alice. I'm from Alice. I'm from Alice, and so that's what I like to acknowledge. And like I said, and I think she's a councilwoman or something like that over there in Alice. So there is people who do support me and which I love.
Yeah,
because
of course, yeah.
having support in my hometown is
Yeah,
crazy. It's a blessing
it's
'cause
just-
there's
it's-
hardly any.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at, man. I mean, I know you do got your supporters out there, and,
Yeah.
and I'm not trying to put them. I'm just saying it's really a amazing thing, guys. When you as an Alice person and you travel like to San Antonio and you actually see him being acknowledged as an Alice person, but when he's there in your town, you're like, hey, he's just
He's from
DJ
down
like,
the road.
yeah, but you support it, man.
Yeah.
It's really crazy. Even your artists that you see here, they're doing big things for Corpus in different areas. They're it's not just your Alice or just your Corpus or just your Kingsville. They're out there making moves for you. They're pushing out there. They're doing things out there, and then it's really crazy because just like that apartment complex, when I went over there, she's all like, he was moving in here. If you actually knew that you were his neighbor and they're over here wanting him everywhere,
Yeah.
it's pretty crazy,
It is crazy. It is,
Yeah.
You know,
Hey,
it's
look,
definitely
so-
crazy.
When you started doing this, you were still in high school.
Yeah.
So how was it like doing a live show at night and going to school the next day? Like, did your hey man, we saw you last night live.
Honestly, I went through the COVID year, so I barely went to school. I went to I had all that online stuff, and I did that for about 2 years, I think. And finally, when I went back senior year, it was very weird. I never liked talking about it. Like I remember this one time when I have 2 Snapchats, I have 2 Instagrams and everything. Like, well, I used to use both of them because one was my me, and then one was DJ Lucky J. And I remember posting a story one time on the Jason Guerra, which is me, and someone stood up. They're like, man, this is so cool, but I deleted it because I was so like, I didn't like to have that out there as me, and I just felt like it was so weird. And now to this day, I have a friend that goes to the ranch, and he went up to my bar and he said, "What's up?" And he got some shots or whatever, and he was like, "Man, I just want to tell you that everybody thought it was weird in high school, but I never thought it was weird. I thought it was always bad." Bud or whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
So he always thought it was cool, and hearing things like that is crazy because a lot of people, they would joke about it, and they would say here and there just little jokes about it or whatever, and I just kind of whatever. But it just I never liked it. To be honest with you,
It was weird.
It
was a
very,
weird feeling.
But did you
weird.
get that kind of
can
look like,
relate.
hey man, that's that guy that was on Facebook last night?
Honestly, I would walk into classes and they'd be like, "Oh my God, that's DJ Lucky." But then again, like you have those kids that they just do it as a whatever thing. But yeah, like I said, it was just. It's weird because I never like to acknowledge myself as that, and so I never got. I got some special treatment, I could say, but other than that, like I said, I never really.
It's like you were living
a
a double life, kind of.
Yeah,
Sort of.
it really
So
was
even
like
like when you go out of town, you go like to HEB or you're pumping gas at Stripes or something. They're like
everywhere.
hey,
It's
there's
so
that
crazy.
Facebook guy.
Yeah, I was in the middle of literally nowhere. There was a Walmart there, and I had a show in that city. I don't remember what city it was in. It was such a small city, and I had a Walmart though. And I needed a Sharpie, and I stopped to get a Sharpie, and I took a picture with the family. And I was in the middle of nowhere.
That is so
I was
cool.
like, holy moly, like this is so cool.
The power of the internet, man.
That's so awesome.
You know,
that is awesome.
That brings a one time, man, and we were on the road
At Bankhead?
in Sylvia. We're going to we're traveling, I think, to somewhere's in West Texas, man. We're traveling to West Texas, and this car is following us, man. And we stop at a gas station to put gas, and they come in. We get down to put the gas and everything, and Sylvia and the girls are still they're asleep in there, but they're just woke up, and we pulled up and
We're in the RV, I think, right?
Yeah. Oh no.
Or in
yeah,
the bus.
No, we're in the bus.
We're in the bus.
Yeah, and we're putting gas and everything, and then somebody comes up to the window, man. They're knocking. They're like, "Hey, can you call one of the girls out? Can you? We want them to sign." And like, Carlos is one of the guys that's on here. Carlos is he's there. He goes in there. He opens the door and he's all like, "Hey, girls, they want your autograph out here." But these girls are like in pajamas
asleep,
and
yeah.
So is it an all girl band?
It was for a
was?
long time.
Yeah.
It was an all female band. Yeah.
Wow.
yeah. Her sister's the bass player. Her niece was the bajo player.
Yeah.
And then her cousin was the drummer, and then we had a friend on percussion, and then we have our
Our
lead singer, which is like another sister to
So
us
you guys have your name on the
on the bus.
bus?
Yeah, we had our whole like.
Well, it
all
has
of
her
us-
why you get
picture.
that
Yeah.
Yeah, it had the picture and everything.
So you
like,
can imagine my big old trailer with 3 big old pictures of me, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
people literally follow you to the gas station. It's so crazy.
Yes. Yeah.
well, check this out though. One of the girls had walked into the store.
Okay.
So she's in there getting stuff, and she's like putting stuff in her bag and everything. And where Carlos is all, yeah, and well, they're asleep and everything. And they turn around and they're like, hold on, there's one over there. And they go ready, and she's like in like some big old
Yeah, we're in
warm-ups
pajamas with
and,
rollers in our hair, like like no makeup.
It was
really.
so funny, man.
Yeah.
Snoopy slippers.
For
And
real,
what's
like-
funny is we talked about it the whole entire time, man.
Yeah.
Hey guys, so right here on the screen, guys, there's a phone number right there, 361-558-8436. You could call it right now, and we want you to come on live and talk with us. You could actually say hi to Lucky in the house, Ray, Sylvia.
We'll do it radio station style.
Yeah,
right?
we'll do a radio station style. So
If
call
you're
in-
the 5th caller, I'm just kidding.
call right now, guys. We want to hear you we want to bring you up live on it right now, and you get to talk with Lucky right now, and just ask. We want you to ask some questions. We want to know. We want what we asked. There's still more questions for y'all.
Right.
Maybe to find out, is there somebody? Is there does he have this? Does
the
he have
the
that?
chisme.
Yeah,
the lucky
cheese man,
chisme.
Lucky.
Lucky
Y'all
cheese,
know that
Y'all
he's
should hear
GG.
the cheeseman happening in Alice right now.
Oh gosh,
That's what
I
I'm
can
talking
imagine. I
about.
can imagine.
That's what I'm talking about. There's cheesemen out there, guys. Guess you have 2 of the DJs that are everywhere's out there. They know the real cheeseman, guys. Call in right now. Call in. We'll bring you up live on it. We really want to try this out. I really haven't done this in a good while. Big shout out to Saludos de where? Saludos,
Little brother.
And then
From Ernest
You know
Choco
who that
Garza.
is? That's Selena's bodyguard.
oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh.
Choco. He has a lot of stories, but he doesn't like to tell them.
Is
Aw.
he was he the security for on the movie? Was
no,
he
but
one
he
of?
came out in honest, I don't know if he was in the movie, but he came out in that new documentary that came out on Oxygen or whatever
yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah.
Yolanda one.
One day
He's in
that
that one.
over
No,
there
you're talking about the guy that hangs
At the
downtown
statue.
at the statue. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Oh, I don't know about that guy.
He came out in the original. He came out in the original movie, walking Selena off stage after Ray. What's it? Los Aguis after Los Aguis played.
Oh, he did
Oh,
come
yeah,
out
yeah.
in it.
Yeah, he came
Oh,
out.
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, he shows everybody. He tells everybody. Else.
Yeah,
Oh,
he'll
okay.
let you know. He'll show you pictures. Yeah.
So, guys, if you're free right now, call that number right now, 361-558-8436. We want to bring you up live on it. You'll be our first call right now. We want to hear from you and talk to you about it. I do want to give a big CA. They're doing a big old event here, and I don't know where they came up with this idea, but it's pretty damn cool because we're gonna see some local celebrity people here get knocked out.
Oh God.
Knocked out. They're about to get uppercutted. They're about to get knocked out. And we know a couple of them.
So it's called
that are on there.
We know a few
celebrity
of them.
boxing, right?
Celebrity boxing.
And we know one of the ones that are going to be fighting out there. She was actually on the podcast a couple of weeks ago. Shanaz is going to be on there. She's going to be throwing it down with somebody out there. Good luck out there, Shanaz. Make sure you
got this.
I don't know when the weigh-in is, but we want to see this. It's Saturday. Ringside tickets are being sold right now. I know that there was like 7 tickets left for the whole entire fight.
Oh,
wow.
That is
That's
insane.
awesome.
I want to go box someone.
Yeah, they're looking next year, man. They're looking for another celebrities from in the area to go fight out there.
And that's all it is. It's gonna be.
But do you have to wear like the headgear and all that?
I hope not, because I want to see them get
I don't
knocked
want
out. I want to see like
we should do like bare knuckles.
I'm
bare
scared.
knuckles.
bare
I'm scared.
knuckles, man.
Oh
This
my
is good.
God.
How about that? And then a good friend of mine, Lori from she's gonna be on there fighting somebody too. I saw her thing on there. Man, they did amazing with the whole flyers
With the
out
marketing
there, the
and all of
marketing.
that. That's
You
so
know,
cool.
I mean, I ran past her over there and I was like, oh man, don't hit me. I was already scared. Hey,
You saw the flyer?
Yeah, let's see. I'm getting a call. Let's see if we can take this call. Hello, this is TAkk. Who do we got talking right now? Hello. Hold on, real quick. Hold on. Can you hear us? Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Yes, sir, I can.
All right. Who do we got on here?
Hi, my name is Mark, and I'm from Houston, Texas.
Houston,
Hi,
Texas.
Mark.
So
Hello.
before we even get started, are you a Houston Texan fan?
Hang on.
Absolutely, 100%.
Man, y'all look good, man. Y'all looking good, man. Do you know who he is?
Of course I know who that is. That's my second dad right there.
Awesome.
That is so cool.
Shout out to the whole Cruz family. I was actually just talking to Yolanda today, and so we're gonna go out there. We normally go to the Texans games about 2 or 3 times a season. So I'm gonna see them in November 10th.
Well,
Ooh, that's gonna be a good one.
just FYI, I got a little hookup on some tickets, so we'll be going out
Okay.
there, and we might actually be giving away some tickets
Oh, wow.
here on our show to a Houston game. So we're gonna be doing some stuff with y'all out there, man. We do appreciate you calling in, and what can you give as a push for the more younger raza to tune in and listen to more of the Tejano world?
Let him ask me a question.
Yeah, ask a question.
Well, my question is, does he play country music, and what's his favorite country song?
You mean what's your favorite country song?
Oh, you know what my favorite country song? What's your favorite country song?
honestly, I don't know. By the way, I heard Brooks and Dunn was coming to Corpus March 15th.
Ooh,
I saw that. That I did see.
that's gonna be a good
That's
one.
my sister's wedding day,
Oh man.
unfortunately.
Oh man.
But honestly, I don't have a favorite country song. I'd probably have to be like a Parker McCullum or like a Luke Holmes.
You see, and that's new school because we
That
have
is
no
new.
idea what
Yeah.
that is.
I stopped at 90s country. I'm familiar with the songs, but when you say the artist, it's just a few that I'm
Yeah,
familiar
it'd probably
with.
be like Dive by Luke Holmes.
Okay, so
Right.
Well, I got a well. If you guys ever come to the Texan game, we're in the Blue Lot, and our tailgate team is called Big H Tailgaters, and actually we won Tailgaters of the Year last year,
What?
Nice.
so we're the reigning champs.
There you
And
go.
so, if you ever come to the Texan game,
I'm ready.
come to the Blue Lot and try to see if you can find us. I know Lucky can hook us up and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
we
for
would
sure.
love to have
Well,
you come.
well,
and hang out with us.
I have a question for you before you go away here.
Absolutely.
So I was at my barber the other day, and my barber's there, and his name's Sonny. Shout out to my barber Sonny, who's an amazing barber out there, guys. He's here locally in Corpus. But what is the difference? And this is going to be for y'all DJs as well. What is the difference between Nashville country, country, and Texas country? I mean, the guy wanted to beat me up because I didn't know the difference. I mean, he was and never ever get into an argument with your barber whenever he has a razor. but yeah, man,
don't don't
do that.
Do you know the difference on this?
Well, the Texan country would be like the old George Strait and guys like that, or Willie Nelson, kind of like that. But national country, of course, you got a lot of country artists from Nashville and stuff. So there is a bit difference, but you just have to know like the artists and where they're from.
Country's country.
Well, you see,
not really,
don't say that. Don't say that.
You have like honky tonk, then you have
Oh,
Texas
yeah,
country, then you have just.
That's pretty cool. We really do appreciate you calling in, but we'll talk to you on the next one, and we will be looking for you in the blue parking lot.
Thank you so much, brother.
I don't know exactly what game I'm going to, but we'll be seeing you out there for sure.
All right, for sure.
All right, thank you.
All right, y'all take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Let's keep the calls coming in, guys. You got the number on the screen.
Yeah,
Those
for
are really
sure.
cool people. Really, really cool. They literally became family, and that's a lot of the people that I hang out with and that I go and do their gigs. Everybody becomes family. It's so crazy. We're just I don't know if we're just so open or what, but a lot of the people, like I said, that I go and do their shows, it's like I text them here and there,
Well, you know what it is? I mean, your personality.
I was gonna say
you're on the is
your
very very legit, man. And you could meet somebody out there, man, and they think, the status that you're at, man, your celebrity status, man. And I put that you're out there that, and I really think in the Tejano world, man, you are a major person to be pushing it out there, man. And like I said, I do appreciate that. And the big thing that seems really cool is that you're just one of us, man, and you're a raza, man. And you're pushing exactly what we all love. And that's so cool about it, man. Yeah. And, the way you said that they become family, that's like something major that somebody that's an honest and respectful person would say.
Yeah. You're so humble. You're down to earth. You're one of us, and it's just, I can see why. They become family. For sure.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So guys, let's take one more call. Anybody out there that want to talk to
my dad
Lucky
will probably call.
Yeah, let's get him. Whoever wants to call.
Hey, Lux, so I know you DJ'd at so many cities, so out of state, in state. Okay, because I know he's going to ask you this later, so I'm going to ask you first. Where's your favorite place to eat?
Honestly, I can't even think of food.
Oh, come on now.
Favorite place to eat? Eagle Pass. The Great Cooks. That's got to be hands down the best. Brisket.
What kind of food? Okay, brisket.
Cream of corn, anything like that, the best.
So you just said that, and we were just eating with somebody day before yesterday, and they said exactly the same place.
Great Cooks?
Yes, the Great Cooks.
Holy moly, that's crazy.
Yeah.
They were just in Eagle Pass, and they were telling them,
because we ask all the time. We love to eat.
I'm a foodie, man. I go out there, man. I go looking for great restaurants and everything, and they were like, "You got to go try this place," and we're like, "Well, there was somebody else talking about another place," and they're like, "No, this place right here," and we're like, "Really?" They're all like, "Yeah, the brisket," and they just said
now they have a food truck now.
So is there something to do with the macaroni too? Macaroni and cheese or something like
honestly, I don't even think I've tried his macaroni.
All right, we got another call. Let's
I was like, it's not my phone, I promise.
We're traumatized.
Hello, can you hear us? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, who are we speaking with?
DJ Frank, Corpus Christi, Texas.
DJ Frank.
Frankie, what's up, Frank?
Hello, DJ. Hello.
I know Frank. Frank.
What's up? Lucky J in the building.
What's up, Frank? I'm trying to think of a
Ray
Frank.
in the mix.
What's up, mijo?
Hey, so what question you got for Mr. DJ Lucky over here?
Man, guys, we need some more energy, bro. I mean, what's up with the club?
Yeah, man, they're doing it, man. Are you going out there, man?
For real, bro. Hey, the new Beer Depot in San Antonio, bro. That's fire right there, right off the bat.
It's fire, but they don't pay.
Wah,
Lucky
wah,
J,
wah.
I'm Lucky J. I see you out there, bro. For real.
Yeah, well, I actually was gonna be in there, and then I moved back over here. I was actually talking to the new owners of the new beer depot, and we were gonna work something out. But then I moved back to Corpus and kind of ruined all those plans.
It's kind of hard when you go up there, man. Those a lot of places they really don't want to pay.
The thing about San Antonio is
Mijo, you want to go forward, not backwards, man.
well, actually, San Antonio was a good experience, but coming back to Corpus, I actually feel like I went forward in my business and in my life.
Heck yeah.
Because when I was actually
Already.
when I was in San Antonio, my roommate and we had a really big house and everything like that, and he owns a restaurant and security business, all that stuff. So I ended up going in and serving at the restaurant, and then I became the bartender, and then I became the cook and then the manager, and I started doing inventory and everything like that. And so the reason I feel like I kind of took a step back in my career over in San Antonio was because I was so focused on the restaurant and not so much my own career. And so that's why moving back down here, I'm 100% my business and my DJ career, and that's why I feel like I've
That's
grown.
really good.
So will you be at Roper's from now? I mean, at the ranch from now on, or what?
I'll be there Thursdays bartending. As far as DJing, I'll know the day before.
The way to get him into there is keep on asking for him.
Yeah.
We appreciate you you calling in, man. Thank you, boss.
You got to compete against the Ray. Ray, you already know.
No, it's never gonna.
Ray's the man.
It's
Ray
gonna
was
be.
the man.
It's never gonna be competition. It's gonna be teamwork.
Never.
It's gonna
There's
be
room for
teamwork.
everybody. There's absolutely.
That's why we're on here. But all right, DJ Frankie, appreciate you, man. You
DJ
take it easy.
Take care of
man.
me,
You
home.
have a great night. Have a great night. We have another caller.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Hey, so whenever you call in, guys, just make sure you turn down the volume in the back, guys, because it gives us a lot of feedback over here. If you could just turn down the volume back there.
I think we were lagging a little bit.
I remember those days calling the radio station.
Yeah, the thing's always gonna lag. You're
I got you.
Yeah.
No, but I tell you what, man, in the clubs in San Antonio, man, bro, they're like, yeah, come play over here. We'll give you $75. We'll give you $100. Because there's how many DJs in San Antonio?
And that's
3.
the thing.
no, just kidding.
I was like,
No, there's actually, there's a lot.
Yeah,
Nah,
and that's the thing that I was gonna.
we got another call. real
Oh,
quick, guys.
another caller.
Well, actually, go
Yeah, there's a lot.
And so that's what I was gonna say. And that's why when I moved to San Antonio, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna have so much more opportunity. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be there, and I'm gonna try to go here and there and whatever. But the thing about San Antonio is that they already have their set DJs, and then so it's like
they got a little circle.
Yeah.
Like
it's
this DJ over
That's
here at this
interesting.
club. When he goes over here, this DJ comes over here, and it's
Yeah.
the same.
And so the thing is too that they just take anything, and it's just like, well, and I don't want to sound like whatever.
No,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
no,
But
we
it's
get
just,
it. Yeah.
I've done events and I've done clubs and I've done and people say he does well they don't pay well they pay me and they pay me what I ask them to pay me, and so and that's why I feel like I took a step back in San Antonio.
we do have somebody on the line. Let's see who it is. Who do we got on here, guys?
This is Jesse, Lucky Dead.
Oh, that's my dad.
Hey,
Hi,
there he is.
Dad. Hello.
Okay, so this is
What's
where
going
it
on,
gets real good. It
Look
gets
at him.
real
He backed up a
juicy.
little bit, man. He backed up a little bit.
He's like, hey, hold on.
How you doing, Jesse? How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, man. Tired from working all day, but I am honored to have Lucky as my son. It's been amazing, and it's just cool, man, to see him follow my footsteps and become the man he's become. It's awesome.
We thank you for that, man. We really thank you for in putting this music into his life, man, and showing that with the younger crowd, because without him, man, our younger generation was not getting heard this music at all, and he's the one that's pushing it out there, and that's a big thanks to you. I mean, that's like a major
Yeah.
thanks to you. And we-
Congratulations to you. He's an awesome. Like Scott was saying, he's a celebrity. He's got so much talent, and the sky's the limit, honestly. And congratulations to you for that.
Thank you. The cool thing is that we go all over, everywhere, and we get free rooms, free food, and stuff. So I'm writing the Brendan's tailcoat as far as I can, because it's pretty cool, man. This guy, he's doing an amazing job, and it's just awesome to see people shocked when you meet him. And for us, it's like, wow, he's just our kid, but when people meet him, they cry and stuff. It makes it all worthwhile, man.
Oh, that's
So, hey,
good.
Jess, I
That's
know
good.
when we're
That's
going through Alice, we can catch you on the radio, man. What times are you on the radio?
I have 2 shows. I have an oldie show on Mondays from 6 to 8, and then I have another show on Thursdays from 6 to 8. So
And that's on Y92, right?
correct.
Okay. Yeah, man. So if you
Cool.
ever go through
Awesome.
Alice, guys, don't forget to lock it in.
Well, we appreciate
That's where
you
Lucky
calling.
started at the age of 13, man.
Yeah, I know. He was, I'm gonna give you a little secret, another story to my past. When I was 13 years old, I went to go apply for a radio station to become a DJ on their radio station. It was KCCT Jalapeno or
Oh,
something
I
like that.
remember the jalapeno.
And I went in there, and the guy was all like, "Okay, can you DJ?" And I'm all like, "Well, I really don't know how to DJ yet, but I really want to get into this, and I can MC and I could talk." And the guy was all like, "Okay, all right, so tell me what time it is and what's the weather like outside in Spanish." And I was all, "Shit."
I don't even know Spanish.
I was like, but this station was all Spanish, KCCT.
Yeah.
It was on AM, and I was all like, "Man, bro, I can't do that."
I'm
man."
out.
I was all uno 23. He's all like, "Yeah, you can't do that on the radio, man." But no, we do appreciate you calling in. Thanks a lot for calling in, man.
Thank you guys.
Have a great
Have a good
night.
night, man.
You too.
Cool. All right, man.
So that's the seed that started it all right there, man.
That's so
Lucky's
cool.
that's
That's,
it right there,
legacy
man.
right there. That's legacy
Yeah.
material. Absolutely.
Yeah, so all the people that are commenting and talking out there, guys, we want you to call in, ask them a question. We would enjoy you calling in and asking.
I want a hard question. All these questions are easy. I
Uh-oh.
want someone to
Uh-oh.
call and ask
He
me
wants
the
to get
hardest
stumped,
question
like,
of
ugh.
my life. I've never had a hard question before.
I was hoping your dad was gonna bring like baby pictures and we could put them on, and me being a mom, that's what I'm interested in. Like,
Hey, look, so if somebody's listening right now that wants to hire you for a quinceañera or a wedding or anniversary, no matter where it's from, you want to give out your number?
Yeah, so I have a business phone number. It's 361-396-3164. Like 2 weeks after I turned 18, I moved to Kingsville. I went live there for about 2 years, I think. Well, I actually didn't live there the full 2 years. I lived there about a year, and then I signed a lease. But about 2-3 months after signing that lease, I moved to San Antonio. So I didn't want to break that lease. So I was still paying that lease while I was paying San Antonio.
Oh my goodness.
So it was kind of hard, but it was worth it. And then so I moved to San Antonio in March, I think it was, and then I moved back here to Corpus in the end of July. So I love it down here. Like my sister's like maybe 5 minutes away from me. The ranch is right down my house. So I love it down here in Corpus. It's like I was meant to be in Corpus.
That's awesome.
So I have a question for you.
Make it hard. Make it a
Where
hard
where
question.
is somewheres? I know you've done a lot of traveling already.
Yeah.
But leaving the country, where is somewheres that you would want to go DJ? And
Well, Hawaii's USA, right?
well, I mean that's part of the country. I mean that'll work.
I'd want to do Hawaii.
Hawaii.
That's cool.
Yeah, Puerto Rico, Hawaii, somewhere cool like that. That'd be really cool.
Okay, and then so you do a lot of shows out there, and you meet a lot of people, and meeting all these people. What is a story that's been told to you that like, wow, this amazed you and blew your mind on it?
Let me see a story. I don't even know. I've just met so many people, and they all kind of have their own little different story.
Well, what is one that they told you like you inspired me to do this, or you?
Oh man, actually, I was in Bryan, Texas, and a lot of the stories are you got me through COVID, and you got me through everything that was happening with COVID and everything like that. But what a story in Bryan was. I had just got off stage, and the Lost Boys were going to go up on stage. So there's like a little green room upstairs, and it was like a big old golf thing or whatever. Anyway, so we had like this whole VIP room just for the artist, and so I was in the elevator. I was going towards the elevator, and this family comes out to me, and they want to take a picture. So I take them into the green room, but in order to get to the green room, you got to go through the elevator. So in the elevator, she started crying. She started telling me the story about how her dad had passed away, and that's how I got her through her dad's passing, was playing all her dad's music, and just me kind of inspiring her. And so that's a lot of the reason why in some cases I'm like I don't want to go live today, do I have to go live? But it's like you meet those people, and it's just like this is why you go live. And the day that you don't want to go live is the day that you may the day they may really need you to go live. And so it's just like stories like that really uplift me and they really put a smile on my face, and this is really the reason why I started, everything.
That is so cool, man.
That
Yeah, and
is
you know
cool.
what? Another thing to top that, I mean, not to top that, but to add to that, is you never know where somebody's listening to you. They can be in
Yeah.
a nursing home. They can be in the room crying and just looking through their phone, trying to get something like that off their mind, and they turn on and they see you playing music and they see happy, and you bring that energy through the phone to them to live another day.
Yeah,
To
I
get
get
that off their mind.
I get a lot of pictures of kids actually, the mentally challenged kids, and so I meet a lot of those, and those are the other ones that they really bring a smile to your face. And met one actually in Lubbock, and she was the little girl was in the bed, and she had her oxygen mask and everything. And so when I met her, it was, there you go, another good reason on why I do everything.
Nah, not to show my age, man, but you're gonna get to that point to where you're gonna say, "Yeah, I played for that lady's wedding," and then that lady's gonna come up to you and she's gonna say, "Well, I want to hire you for my daughter's quinceañera."
Yeah, and I just did that in. I played in Kerrville, and there was a family there from Rock Springs, and I had done their daughter's quinceañera, and she's like, I think she was turning like 18 then. Of the day of the wedding, and so I was like, oh my god, I did your quinceañera like 3 years ago.
That is crazy.
And I was like,
That's
holy
Well,
awesome.
wait
So-
till the generation comes along.
Yeah.
I'm getting to the point to where I'm playing quinceañeras that I played for before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You add it up, man. I'm like, wow, I've been doing this a
Yeah.
long time.
And that's what I was like, oh my god, I'm so old.
Yeah, you're gonna get there, man.
So we got somebody live on here, and I believe I know who it is. Let's see who it is, because their actually pictures popped up on here. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. This is actually Julianne, which is my daughter.
Oh, okay.
From what I think, from what I
From what I know.
from what I know so far,
It hasn't been proven yet.
it hasn't been proven yet. So Julie, actually, we were just talking about you. Well, you actually heard it. How we try to push the Tejano world onto you. Well, not to push it onto you, but introduce it to you and try to get it out, expose you to it. And I don't know if you've actually tuned in before or looked on your TikTok there and actually seen DJ Lucky out there, Lucky J out there. Have you been able to see him out there before?
I haven't on TikTok, but I know the name. Like that's like the name is familiar.
Yeah, and so you got any questions for him?
I do actually.
He wants a tough question, maybe a law question, I guess. No, just kidding.
She's a law student, by the
Don't
way.
ask
She's a
me if
law
my
student.
driver license is suspended or not.
What is your criminal history? Yeah. So I think it's important for community to be like to consider community in everything you do. And are you from Corpus?
I'm from Alice, but I live in Corpus now.
Okay. So like same vibe. But so I was just wondering, like, how do you get the community involved in what you do? Because I feel like music is arguably like what brings Latinos together the most. And so I was just curious, like, how do you think that, like, what you do in your DJing, like, how does that contribute or maybe bring the community together? How have you seen that?
Bring the community together. I guess it's kind of just a genre, and a lot of DJing. I guess for me, I do a lot for the community, and I try to at least do a lot for the community. Actually, my birthday was last month, and I made probably about 40 enchilada plates with rice and beans, and I gave it.
Yes, I saw that. Congrats.
I gave it out to the homeless.
That's awesome.
And so, just things like that, I guess, that I like to do for the community. As far as bringing the community together, with my music, I guess that's just everything that happens to do with live and going live and stuff
Right.
like that. And it's just people interacting with people and people actually meeting. So I've had a group before where I've had people from Plainview and Houston and Beeville, and they all kind of just came together, Lansing, Michigan. And so I guess it's just the music and the genre of music and just everything in general, just going live and catching people from all over, and I guess them meeting up and they become their friends, and their friends become everybody's
Right.
friends. And so I guess it's kind of just the community that I built around me going live is really what I push for. A lot of positivity in the air is what I like to strive for positive vibes, and of course we get haters here and there, which is everywhere you're gonna go and everything you do you get haters, but bring positive vibes as much as I can.
So I have another question. I have like a family full of musicians. My mom, all of my brother, all of them, all of us. So do you think that, and this might be touchy subject because I'm asking this to like a room full of DJs, but do you think there's a difference between a DJ and a musician, or maybe an artist, and why do you think that?
That's a good question, right?
He's actually, I don't know if you heard in the show earlier, but he is actually both a DJ and a musician. He plays the drums, and he's a DJ. So.
Not accordion, the drums.
To be honest with you, I feel that there is a difference, of course, with DJing and with musicians. But even when it comes to musician days, there's like a national musician day, I think, and there's a national DJ day. But even on national
celebrate
musician
both.
day, people are like, "Happy National Musician Day." I'm like, well, I'm not really a musician, but I would say there's two options there, huh? Ray? Two categories.
Yeah. Ray Ray's actually both as well. He's a trumpet player, and
I used to play the
DJ.
baritone.
Really?
That's so crazy. I used to play the baritone. Yeah.
I think we're all in the same family, but it's kind of like cousins. Maybe we're cousins.
Yeah, definitely. They're
at the end of the day, what I consider both is entertainers.
Oh
yeah. Absolutely.
And we were actually Julie, you can kind of hear on this one too. We were looking at a video, and there's this kid. He's probably about 3 years old, and he grabs onto this accordion and he puts a microphone over his mouth, and he does the Los Chamacos song, and he's going all crazy dancing it. And I told Sylvia, I said, this kid is not he's not shooting to be a musician. He's shooting to be an entertainer.
Yeah.
Because he's not really caring about where he's playing at.
Was that on Facebook?
Yeah. Well,
you saw it.
I saw one where Jaime called him. Did Jaime call him?
Right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think Jaime called him. You saw that one?
Yeah.
I think Jaime called him, and his mom put it like
I used to do that dance.
Oh, that's probably exactly what it was.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is, though, like his entertainment energy is just so strong.
It was there.
So powerful.
I could see him like on stage. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I could visualize that.
Like I have the Florida tour, right? And so this next show that I have coming up, a lot of people were talking mess. Like, you're not a DJ, and
oh my goodness.
And I consider myself DJ Lucky J, but I don't scratch and I don't mix and I don't everything. But the thing I'm good at is entertaining. And so I called the owner of the club, and I told him, I said, what's all those comments? And they were like, you know what? All you got to worry about is that, all you got to know is that you bring the people in, and that's all they care about. You could be a really good DJ and know how to scratch and know how to mix and whatever. But if you can't bring people in, what are you really good at? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
so we had a conversation. We had a conversation a long time ago.
Well, let me get Julie off of here real quick.
Sorry. Shout out to you, Julie. Thank you so much for the
Thank you,
question.
Julie. Have a great night.
Bye.
So we had a conversation a long time ago, and I told you, I said, look, what you're gonna get into is not a nice place.
Yeah,
you're gonna run into a lot of people that are gonna give you a bunch of shit. And I told you this because I saw something in you a long time ago. I don't know if you remember this or not, but I said you're gonna have people that are gonna hate on you, people that are gonna talk about you. Kill them with kindness. All right. If that's what you think about me, because you can think what you want, but you're still gonna watch me.
Yeah,
you're still gonna hear me.
Yeah,
whether you like it, whether you don't like it. I've always told you that.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I still get 300 plus people in there, 250 plus people in there, and they're there, of course, to hear the holla music, but they're there to see me, and it's so crazy because it's like you said, like I'm still gonna have those people no matter what.
And I would see that, and I would call you like, "Hey, look, what's up with this guy?"
Yeah.
I'd call you like, "Hey,
just
ignore
came
him."
into that like, oh, I don't even real DJing because I wasn't born in 1970 and stuff like that. Like, I mean, it's not my fault, but I still try.
Thank you, Jesse.
I still try and go that far back.
But what I liked about that sentence is he's from Dallas. Someone all the way from Dallas is recognizing you, acknowledging you. You know what I mean?
That was my point to you.
Yeah.
They're still
I mean,
watching.
using his energy on you. I mean, what does that say?
Most of them, sometimes I hear it and I'm just like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes I make.
And you were getting
hot
hot-headed for a little while there. You're like, oh, this person's really pissing me off. Just let it. Just
Yeah.
You have a question out there. Have you ever been to Magic Time Machine in San Antonio? Which that is the character one out there.
No.
And then they also said, I think I need a DJ for October. So they'll probably be
this
contacting you.
October.
Cindy Gonzalez. Cindy
Yeah,
Gonzalez.
Cindy Gonzalez.
The only days I have this year available is December 28th and September 21st.
You want to know what's crazy? September 20, I mean,
Isn't that like
October.
this coming Saturday?
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Hold on. You said September or October?
September 21st and December 28th.
For this year?
Only Saturdays. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
That's amazing, man.
And
That's
that's because I had it booked and it wasn't booked, and I had it booked that was not booked, so now I have it available.
Oh, well, there y'all go.
And then I'm booking
If y'all need them,
all the way till 20. Man, people want me to 2027.
that's a blessing.
And I'm just like, holy moly! I'm
That
not
is a
booking that
blessing.
far in advance because I don't know what's gonna happen. But I try and book just by the year. Is what I try and go by. About November is when I open. Well, actually, around this time is when I open up next year, since I don't have too many days. And then come around maybe August time, September time is when I'll open 2026.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I try and schedule
Congratulations.
myself.
you guys got to
on
book.
that.
Guys got to book them early. Book
That is
early.
awesome.
So another thing out there, guys, to all the people that are tuning in right now, guys, if you can do me a favor and click the share, click the follow, click the like on anything that you see of Atomic Talk, anything you see of Lucky, DJ Lucky J, anything out there, guys, anything that you come across on us, guys, we really appreciate that. We this is how we do everything, and y'all are making it for us tonight and making all the comments and keeping us going for tonight. Remember when I told you on the beginning about that energy? Y'all have produced the energy, and we really appreciate.
And you can
know,
go
all
back.
that.
They can go back and look. You can watch this 24/7.
Yeah,
They
for
can
sure.
go back and look and
We got
and-
reruns, everything.
In case you missed his phone number, you can go back and check it out. And we do this
cut
every
dope.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
We do this every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, so
I
I
always
know
do that.
I know we have October 4th, 5th, and 6th for the CadabraCon.
CadabraCon.
CadabraCon coming up, guys. Y'all get ready for that.
What is that?
It's a big old. It's like Comic-Con, but CadabraCon, and it's a guy that came into our podcast the other day, and he's having a big. It's called CadabraCon, and it's going to be a rave party going on. They're going to have all kind of comics out there. It's going to be at the
Mansion Royale.
Mansion
Who's
Royale.
hosting that one?
I believe his name was Kirk Woods or something like that.
Okay. I know the guy that ran the Comic Con.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Actually, a shout out to the Comic-Con person. I know
I
that
think
they,
he was
they
there.
suffered a loss, I believe, this
Oh,
past
no.
recently
So sorry
here.
for your loss.
But this CadabraCon is going to be October 4th, 5th, and 6th, and it's going to be big, man. I forgot exactly how much the tickets were, but it was covering you for the whole weekend.
It's like $30-something for the whole
For
weekend.
the whole weekend. And then
Yeah.
they
3
do
days,
have
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
They
Yeah,
have the VIP packages.
They
I don't
got
know
the
if they still
VIP
have
package.
some available.
I'm pretty sure they're sold out of it. If they still have them, go on there, get it quick, guys. You'll get to meet me. No, I'm just kidding. We'll be out there, guys. I think I'm gonna set up a podcast out there for one of the days. I'm gonna bring in some of those comics in here and try figuring out their names because I have no idea. I'm like way behind, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was never into that.
Yeah.
you know,
It's crazy.
I'm not into it, man, but my son's into it. My nephews are into it. You know, I got a bunch of people that are into it. So I figure, hey, why not? Why be against them? Just join them. You know.
I was learning about that function while we were doing the show because I'm like, what is that? Who's that? What's it?
On the job training.
Yeah. I think the thing that I was most interested in was WWE.
Oh,
That was
my
my
son
thing.
loves that.
I didn't like games. I didn't like Marvel and all that.
Yeah.
I just like WWE, and it's just stuck. I used to set up. My parents bought me wrestlers, and I would set them up.
I was
in a
just
big
gonna
old
ask you
arena
that,
and everything. I had a whole backstage and everything for them. It was really cool.
So if it's not too personal, when did you stop playing with those?
Yesterday.
Hey, if you still play them, that's
no,
cool.
I actually sold them. Probably when I was like 15. I sold 'em.
Really?
But I still I don't watch it like every day. It'll pop up on my TikTok every once in a while. But the thing I like to watch is the pay-per-views.
Yeah.
I have it on Peacock, so I just kind of chime in every
Yeah.
here
Oh,
and
that's
there.
okay, so I think I already know the answer, but I'm going to ask because nobody's asked it yet. Who's your favorite Tejano artist?
I would have to be Lucky Joe. All time. Man, I go to the. It's so crazy because when I first met him, I threw my headphones and I just started crying. And now
I saw the video.
Yeah, now he'll just FaceTime me and tell me, "Hey, come to the studio." I live about like 5 minutes from the studio, so he'll be like, "Hey, come to the studio." Take him snacks or
That's
whatever.
so
It's
cool. We've had the
it's like a
pleasure of
brotherhood.
meeting Lucky Joe, and
Yeah.
he's like you a lot. Y'all are very similar in that he is also really down to
You know
earth.
what? I'm gonna call
and
him.
just
We can
really
get him
cool.
on the show. How about that?
That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
maybe
We'll
one
call
time
him,
when
get
he's
him on the
in.
show.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
He's
What's
such a
today,
cool dude.
Tuesday?
He's such a
Yeah.
cool dude.
He's normally here Sundays and Mondays, but maybe you missed Tuesday.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll invite him fishing or something. Yeah.
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 Yeah, for sure. A big shout out to American Appliances. I know that the owner has started equipping with more employees because they are getting swamped out there, guys. They are doing so well and helping out the community and getting stuff fixed for them. I mean, they are multiplying. They're getting out there. They're repairing all this stuff, man. Once again, I have an issue, and I had to call and get it fixed. Actually, it was a minor thing.
You
It was
became your superhero, bro.
yeah on
He's
the
your
cool.
Comic-Con. He's your Comic-Con.
On the cool, I'm like, have him on speed dial. He's all, yes. How can I help you? I'm all, but check this out though, man. My stove. I don't know what it's called. Some kind of trigger, or I don't know what it's called, man.
I don't know.
I didn't want to bother him, man. I didn't want to call and get somebody to come repair it. So I started looking it up, and it said do this, do that, and I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this. I'm gonna go buy another stove. And we were actually drinking coffee, and he's all, you're gonna buy another? Why are you looking for another stove? I said, because man, one of the pilots doesn't want to work. Every time I mess with it, there's something wrong with it. He's you know what it is, right? And I'm all, bro, if I knew what it was, I'd fix it. He's all like, no, you know what it is? I'm all like, no. He's all, okay, I'm gonna send one of the techs over there. The tech shows up, man. His name was Caesar, man. He shows up there at the house, man. Knocks at the door. Younger guy, man. I'm all, man, how's this guy gonna know what to do? Comes in the door, goes in there, man. Gets straight out, unplugs the thing. I'm all like, oh yeah, but you can't do it plugged up. He's all, no, we do not do it plugged up because your insurance will go up because
That's a liability.
he pulls out the stove, man, starts getting to work on it, man, plugs it back up and comes over there to the living room. He's all right, man, I'll see you later. I said, what did you do? He's all, look, so on the back of your stove, he started getting all technical with it, man. And, it was this one little piece that was like $32. They already had the part on them. They came in there, fixed it. It was done. Like, honestly, I mean, I was about to go buy another stove at $900. Yeah. And crazy enough, and the only reason why I was all like, yeah, I'm going to go buy it because the dang cons over there, the con people, they have like a big old discount. So I was like, nah, you know what? I'm not even bothering him with it. And it literally was $34. Hey, I just bought this stove like a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago. Like, why is it breaking already? But yeah, no, he went out there, got it fixed. Big shout out to his tech out there,
Absolutely.
Caesar, man. Knew exactly what he was doing. Went in there, bam, 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 got it done. Left out the door. I was
Our
all like,
neighbors were happy because I got to make enchiladas.
yeah, they're cool.
So,
Yep, they
I don't
were
know
all
how to
happy
do-
about the
I
enchiladas.
suck at everything as far as.
I thought you were like an
Cooking.
international cook already, dude.
No, cooking, yes. Fixing all this.
Oh,
okay.
gotcha.
I call my dad right away. I'm like, Dad, what do I do here and here? He actually just fixed my AC in my car. My AC was out, and so he fixed that for me. Or I
call
couldn't
Dad.
do any of that. I
That'll
can't hang anything because it's crooked. Like, I'm bad with
but you know what?
everything.
You're a master DJ. So
Yeah.
we'll
There you
leave it
go.
at that. There you go. Woo.
Yeah, for sure. And then a big shout out. The day's coming, guys, and I'm really not gonna put this too much in your head because the day comes as the months come closer. I'm gonna drill it in your head, and I'm gonna put it every day in your head, and I'm gonna put it out there, guys.
Very important.
Very, very important, guys. Very, very important. I mean, it's so important, guys, that you get yourself off the bed this year. However you have to do it, get yourself to a voting station, guys. Go and vote. The person that you want to vote, he's right there beside my head. Look right there to the left of me. That's the person you're gonna vote for, guys. There's really no reason for you to even think about the other person. I don't even, like I said, I don't really even know who the other person. I really don't care. just look at his picture right there and put that in your head. Look at the colors. I want you to think about it. Astro colors. I want you to see the name. When you go in there, it's going to be simple. It's simple. District 3. Click on it. Eric Cantu. Eric Cantu. And
Thank you for the sponsorship.
This is going to be a big change, guys. This is going to be a big change, guys. This is what we need in our city. Y'all are loving the way that stuff is moving for the city. This is the person we're gonna need right there, guys. But yeah, so
I'm not I don't my license isn't licensed in the Corpus address. It's licensed in the Alice address. So I want to talk about it. I know Eric really well, great guy, and he's always there for the community and just a great guy in general. I can't vote over here, so that's why I can talk about it. So and Paulette too. Paulette's a really cool.
Yeah, Paulette's a major mayor, man.
She's a mayor, yeah, right.
Oh my God, man, she's
That's so cool.
You know, I mean, that's the next person I do want to bring on here is Paulette. I mean, Paulette, you know, I have no ties with her. I have no.
I'll call her. I'll let her know.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, Paulette. You know, we really thank you for all the moves that you're doing here in Corpus. You know, there
really
might
enjoying it.
There might be some little things that we can adjust and get better, but I mean, by far, you're doing an amazing job. To the other ones that's running, I don't know who it is yet, but I know who Paulette is, and I know that you know. Great, just great job out there, guys. What do we got coming up here this weekend? There's a bunch of stuff coming up.
Did you guys get to go to Art Walk?
No, we didn't get to make it to the Art Walk.
Why didn't I do it?
You were actually karaoke.
I karaoke, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I hosted a karaoke.
So you sing too?
I sing, yeah.
Oh,
I
sing.
sing.
I'm learning new things today.
I started dabbling in karaoke, hosting karaoke, and then I'm dabbling in doing DJ as well. And I'm learning that you do have to know music to do a DJ because to mix the songs. I was like, wait.
So what's the name of the group, Sylvia?
What? Yeah.
The Sylvia, the band out of San Antonio you jam with?
Who, me?
Yes.
Oh, I also play with another band. Yeah, Sonora Hechicera. I play the guitar with them. And
I ran into some when I used to live over there in San Antonio. I ran into a lot of karaoke. I did the karaoke night there at the restaurant.
Yeah.
So man, there was like about 50, 70 people that would just go in there and just start. And they all had a little group with them, and their group just became bigger and bigger every time they came.
And don't they like some of them sing really well, right? I'm like,
yeah.
Oh my God, you sing so good. Yeah.
You meet some really cool people out there.
Yeah, they're really cool.
On the topic of voting, you also got to go out and vote for our next president.
Oh yeah.
So make sure to.
That's a real big thing right now.
Yeah,
if you're not watching us, you're watching the debate.
Yeah, the debate's going on right now.
It's
Is
going
it?
on right now.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely got to go rewind. I'm not into politics or anything like that, but I feel like it's so important to get into that because. Like you got to think of, I mean, I don't want to say who I'm voting for, right? But you got to think about the last 4 years that we've had, and then the 4 years prior to that, because now you have a president that went in there, and then now you have a new president that went in there. So you got to kind of look at both for them. Yeah, and I have definitely seen a difference.
Use your strategy, guys.
Yeah,
figure out what you're gonna do
and who you want to vote for.
Yeah, and it's gonna make this year makes a big difference, guys.
Yes.
And locally, city wise here. And national wise, guys, make sure you're making the right moves. And we're not going to tell you, what president to vote for. We're not going to tell you, anything like that. But, do your own research. Get out there, figure out what you're going to do, and vote, guys. Vote out there, guys.
And just like your DJ, Lucky, it's really important that you school this younger generation that it's very important to vote.
Yeah, and actually,
it's a cool thing to do.
When I lived in Alice, I had a lot of candidates that would come up to me, and I literally went to the courthouse and made money because they were like, "I'll pay you. Let's do an interview real quick on Facebook," because they know the algorithm that I'll reach for them. And so, I had a lot of candidates going out there, and they would literally pay me just to do a quick, 10, 20-minute interview with them. And not only that, though, I like I said, I feel like it's very, very important. I think the first time I was able to vote was I think the beginning of last year or something like that. And I went out and I voted because I feel like it is so important to go and vote.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Your vote, you may not think it makes a difference, but it really makes a difference.
Yeah.
Your vote makes a difference.
Paulina said, I already made my choice on who to vote. That's awesome. Make sure you vote, though.
That's awesome.
Make sure you vote, though. That's the ending part of it. Make sure you vote. And guys, so we have so much fun with y'all guys. Y'all are amazing, man. I mean, I swear. I mean, without y'all, we wouldn't really have any.
We'd be nobody.
We have a no show here.
Absolutely,
It's really cool. Hey guys, once again, guys, the number's there. If you want to call in and ask a question, you can ask me a question. You can ask Ray Ray a question. You can ask Sylvia a question. You can ask Lucky J in the house a question. I'm down to answer it. I'm down to answer the questions.
I may not answer
I'll
just
answer
anything.
Yeah.
It just depends on what
I mean, yeah.
I don't give a shit. Ask me anything. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, I'm an open book.
I'm good.
Yeah, so to all the people that always tune in every week, man, we really do appreciate y'all always tuning in, and the studio guys is a work in progress, and we're getting bigger and we're getting better, and we're starting to move along, guys. So the next thing that I'm working on is starting to do live interviews through camera there. So now our next show should be an artist out of either San Antonio, Houston, or Dallas is what I'm working on right now, and they'll actually maybe be in the house or maybe be at their house. Who knows?
With our backgrounds, you never know.
I was looking at your studio. Do you guys host like meet and greets here? I have a really famous a makeup artist coming for my sister's wedding. I was like, man, I need somewhere to host this meet and greet.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, the studio, we really try to push the studio out there a lot. And I know we have a couple of shows that are being recorded right now, but, we do have some times available. And mainly TAkk is recorded on Tuesdays, and we usually do everything live. I know we do have another show coming soon, and then we have another show that's working in the works right now, and then we have another one that's being recorded too as well. So like, there's a bunch of shows going on in here. Once again, I mean, it's something that we try to get out there a lot. Another thing that I do want to bring up here in the Corpus. Hey guys, school zones, guys. I know that the school started already. These kids are in school. They've been in there for about 4 weeks. You should have adjusted already, guys. You need to be careful with those school zones, guys. I did hear a couple of reports of a couple of kids that got hit recently.
No way.
Just be careful where you're speeding at.
Just don't speed at all. Like, where are you gonna speed?
The crazy ones are the ones that leave their kids in the car.
Yeah, man, that's terrible,
that is
man.
crazy.
Yeah, we've had.
There's two of them in the community. I consider Beeville, I consider Benavides, all of them part of our community, part of the 361, the South Texas area, and it sucks, man. We had a conversation about this situation about the parents, a parent that left a kid in there, a grandparent that left a kid in there. That's really sad, man. It really sucks. A lot of them said that it was for this reason, or regardless, you have a kid back there. You get people on
both ends, like
and I do want to say, it does happen though, because I was actually in my car, and the car started going beep beep beep, saying you have it says to check the car seat in the back seat. I didn't have a car seat in there, but the weight notified me saying, hey, you need to check the back seat to make sure that there's no babies in there. I mean, if they are doing that,
do your part.
Yeah, I mean,
that means it's happening. I guess I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it happens. So
that comes with your vehicle, then obviously, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is something out there that you need to be careful with. Let's see, what else do we have? That I still haven't heard anything on it yet. That the event that happened a couple of weeks ago here at a club here, I'm still waiting for a response on that.
On the investigation.
So I'm not going to talk on that one yet, but hopefully we can get some kind of information on that one pretty soon.
Did you see that what happened this morning, besides James Earl Jones passing away? The incident that happened with the Miami Dolphin football.
Oh my God!
Did you see that?
They just released the body camera of the cop.
Yeah, well, I saw some of that this morning. They actually drug him out of his car, drug him on the floor, and then when, I guess it was, I didn't get to hear the audio, but I was watching. Well, I was doing some other stuff. I was watching it, and I think whenever one of his teammates pulled up,
and they arrested him too.
They arrested him too.
Really?
You see, Okay, so I'm not gonna defend either side on it, but I'm gonna tell you like this.
So you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Good.
What I'm gonna tell you guys, and it really sucks. It really does suck because I mean they have the upper hand on us and they have power. Be careful. Be careful with these officers. Be careful. You know, there's some really legit ones, some really cool ones, and some real honest ones. There, to be honest with you, you know, it escalated by his conversation with the officer. Maybe he should have just, you know, been a responsible person and here's my driver's license, you know, here, get the ticket, let your attorneys deal with it. He did, you know, talk mess. That's not against the law to talk mess. That's not against the law. It's not whatsoever. It's not against the law for you to talk mess with a cop. The cop could talk mess too. He's supposed to hold it to a standard.
Yeah.
Now, him yanking him out the car and arresting him for it.
That's really what
I
we
mean,
did.
honestly, he should have just written a ticket. He should have gave him a ticket, ended that conversation there. That's over with. But once again, some of these officers take their authority to the next level and want to, you know, show off who they are, I guess, or whatever.
So you think that could have happened to me the other day? What?
Yeah.
Remember when I got lucky?
Yeah, exactly.
When he said,
you know, you
got
gotta
lucky.
you gotta really be careful, man.
Yeah.
You gotta really be careful with these officers. I mean, some of them, and once again, I said there is some great ones, and I'm gonna actually acknowledge a great one who's just got congratulated for doing 20 years.
Oh yeah.
Adios.
Adios.
Congratulations to him.
Rolling
And-
Adios.
And
Congratulations.
that's a great officer. And then there's some officers that are not so great.
Yeah.
That are not so great, and maybe they just weren't. I'm not going to say they weren't trained right because everybody goes to the same training.
Yeah.
You know, they just take their authority to a different level, and be careful what you're telling them. You know, if you can handle yourself, great. But if it escalates, there's consequences,
Yeah.
and it's
Wow.
probably better. And if you talk to an attorney, the attorney's probably going to tell you, shut up, take the ticket, take the arrest, whatever they're going to do, we can get you
We'll
out
fight
of
it.
that.
Yeah, we'll fight it.
And then if it comes for a civil issue, and then you can do something about that. Now, what you tell them, what you do with them, how you react to them, man, it's pretty easy to get yourself in some major trouble. You got to be careful. Be very careful. I mean, I've been in the back of a cop car for a lot of stuff, for, you know, for some recording, for, you know, for doing this, for doing that. And a lot of it was some BS for some crazy stuff. At the end of the day, I'm still here right now.
Yeah.
You know, just be careful, guys. Just be careful what you do with them. With him, I mean, honestly, the body cam does show him being
Way aggressive.
Yeah, participating in the aggression, participating in the how do you say it? The instigating it, you know.
Yeah.
I think.
And you know what I don't understand is when an officer goes to arrest somebody, and you're part of a person, you know, the officer automatically bides with his partner and not checks his own
I see that a lot.
investigation of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, automatically he sees you
Like he
put it.
just sides with his
Yeah.
partner.
So like if I'm putting handcuffs on you and you start struggling, boom, my partner comes over here and starts, you know, helping me to detain you.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, maybe investigate a little bit, you know, before you go roughing up that person. You know,
Right.
maybe this dude's, you know, had some kind of other issue. You know, maybe he didn't tell you about what he did earlier this morning. You know,
Yeah.
investigate it a little bit more. You know, I mean, hey, make sure that officer is actually legit.
Or
Don't just
what he
back
did.
We
him.
don't we
or
don't
what
want
he didn't
another
do this
George
morning.
Floyd
Yeah,
because we all
exactly.
saw what happened there, you know, when the officers could have easily stepped up to the plate and said, "Hey, that's enough. Let's not do this." You know, and then look what happened.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
let's avoid that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's kind of what, speaking of like officers and everything, what I said before about what's happening in Alice. There was a party in Alice, and it had a lot of the football players and stuff like that. And they all got cited with MIPs, and the adult that threw the party at the house went to jail.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
That's what's happening over in Alice.
Isn't
Oh,
that
that's
what
the latest
happened
chisme.
in that where that young kid passed away? And I guess it was in like the Valley, the football player.
There was a hit and run over there in the valley.
No, that one was jumping off of the. I guess they had like a gazebo.
Yeah.
He was jumping off of it into the pool, but he missed the pool and landed on the concrete
Oh,
and
I
died.
heard about that.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I heard
he
about
died later
that.
in the hospital though. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
I
they
think
arrested the father and they arrested the son.
For contributing liquor to minors.
Yep.
Because what they were doing, they were charging the kids to go in, and he was providing the beer.
Oh wow.
So they like, I think one of them was jumping off the roof or something, right?
Yeah,
That's
that
the
one,
one. He jumping off the roof trying to get into the pool.
He didn't make it.
He tried to
Wow.
do an Al, bro.
Ugh.
Remember Al? Remember
Yeah.
Al's experience?
Yes. Oh my goodness. That's why I was like, it's kind of crazy because I don't know. I'm probably not gonna share that, but yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what happened with that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that there's a lot of stuff out there, man. There's a lot of stuff going on out there, and the world's kind of going a little crazy. I know there was a bunch of stuff going out there, guys.
Hey, look, so have you had any like been pulled over like when you're driving like down the highway by a cop or anybody that just wanted like an autograph or something? Not just random people, just like a cop.
Not an
GPS.
autograph on the ticket.
Not like not like I've gotten pulled over on purpose just to say hi, but I've definitely gotten pulled over to where they're like, we know who you are. Have a great, stay safe. Make sure you're safe.
Nice.
I've gotten lucky a lot of times, but some of the times I think I'm on like my 5th speeding ticket, unfortunately.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I do got an attorney for you now.
But I have definitely come to those the cops that they do recognize me, and so that kind of gives me a little
That's
leeway.
pretty
Yes,
cool.
that is
That's
really
awesome.
nice.
That is awesome. So I have a question. I don't know if it's hard or not, but what is next for you? Like you've mastered DJing, you've mastered the entertainment, you're a celebrity. So what do you see, like in 5 years? What's the next step?
I definitely want to do more out. I want to expand more. This year, I was able to go to Florida, which is a blessing. I've always dreamed of it. Like I said before, I've done basically all of Texas. I've done Las Vegas. Next year, I'm doing California for the first time, so that's going to be a cool one. But I want to go to Chicago, and I want to go to all these places and just say that I have DJ'd there, and so that's what's coming up, and I just hope to stay relevant,
Yeah, gotcha.
And to do quinceañeras and everything for as long as I can, because really, if I didn't do this, I don't know what I'd be doing right now.
Really?
So once you graduated, when you went to Kingsville, what did you go to Kingsville for?
I actually went for criminal justice. I wanted to be a border patrol, and to be honest with you, it just wasn't the right timing. I was still doing DJing and I was doing all these shows, and there was no time for me to. And that's also too, like, I was experiencing my college life at that time. I was doing the ranch. I would drive to Corpus every night, and be back home at like 5 a.m. in Kingsville, and have to do the 9 a.m. And so I kind of chose that, and I chose my work, and I chose my college life over actually going to college. And so at the end of the day, it was kind of just like, you're wasting money, you're wasting your time. But I do plan on getting some kind of degree later on in the year.
Well, it's never too late to go back, dude.
Yeah.
They have a question for you. What is the first club you DJ'd at, and how old were you?
I was 15 years old at Club Rio in Corpus Christi, Texas. That's so crazy, right?
That is crazy.
I heard, unfortunately, a couple years back that DJ Weddle had passed away.
Yeah, he did.
He was one of my very first, and he would DJ with CDs. And it was so crazy because I would go and I'd be little old me, just go up there, and he was my first
You're like,
first
what the heck
partner
are
that
you
I used to
doing?
DJ.
Hold on, did you say with CDs?
CDs, yeah.
Those round things, bro. The small round things.
Yeah, the CDs.
Oh my god!
But yeah, it was Club Rio, and it was so crazy. They loved me there because I was 15, so I couldn't drink at the time that the DJ they had there. I think he's still around, and I think he does a radio station with you. But anyways, the DJ they had there would drink, and he would get messed up, and he wouldn't be able to DJ or talk on the mic, or he would be too annoyed on the mic. And so they were like, we like you here because you're 15, you can't drink. And
Did you ever DJ with CDs?
No.
Did you ever use CDs?
No. I don't even think by the time I started DJing, I don't think the laptops had CDs.
He looks so lost. He's like,
You know what? No, actually, my dad used to have a CD, an amp with a CD player. And so when I used to work at the radio station when I was 13, there was at least over 1,000 CDs in that radio station. So Yeah, I mean, I was around them. I just never used them.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Yeah.
I've just
So you never did the cassettes like
Never.
whenever
my
the radio
God, yeah.
stations had to do commercials, they would do them in cassettes,
No.
and then it was the reel to reel. Nothing like that.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay,
no,
your
no,
dad, your
no.
dad has.
I
I'm
used
pretty
when
sure
I did
your
my
dad
first commercial. It was Video Pro 2 or what's that one? Cool Edit Pro or
Cool
something.
Edit Pro.
Yeah. We use that one.
That's so
I
cool.
still use Cool Edit Pro.
Yeah, we still do. They do at the radio station still too. Yeah.
A big shout out to our back crew, Rihanna in the house,
Oh, she's
Or behind the scenes.
finally here.
behind the scenes crew in the background.
She's probably hungry when she's here.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I do want to give a shout out to the Acapulco restaurant on Airline.
Yep.
They always put up with us.
Yeah, they always put up with us on after shows.
Because
So-
we're loud.
If you ever want to go speak with us or talk with us after a podcast, we go and eat every day, every time.
Every
we-
Tuesday.
What are you
every
doing after the
Tuesday.
show?
I was about to go get pot roast for my sister's house, but I'm so down. I'm so hungry.
We're going to Acapulco. man.
Acapulco.
Oh my gosh, all I've eaten today, I woke up and I had been feeling like kind of off the past couple days because of the weather changes. Always happens to me. I went downstairs and my freaking roof was leaking down because I live in an apartment. It's a 1-bedroom, but it's like the townhouse, so it has an upstairs and downstairs.
So you should have called that
So-
girl on Facebook.
No kidding, right? But I literally, I went downstairs and the AC thing was leaking, and so whole kitchen was full of water.
Speaking of your sister, how's your nephew?
Man, they're great. It's so cool. Like they see my trailer, lucky. Now they're calling me Lucky now, and it's so cool to have little nephews, and I'm glad I don't have my own. Because I'm very young. But she started young, and they're I think 11 and a half months apart or something like that. So, but I love them, man.
It's cool being
it's
an
so
uncle.
crazy. being an
How
uncle.
many
That's
siblings
awesome.
are you? Do you have?
There's it's me and my sister, and then we have two other. My dad has two other ones.
Oh, okay.
We don't
okay.
really talk to them. Kind of when they want to talk to us, they'll talk to us. But
I know
other
the
than that, me and
first-
my sister.
The first time that you and I worked together, it was your sister's graduation or birthday party.
Was that when she was at Pure?
Yes,
Yeah, it was her birthday.
it was her birthday.
Yeah.
And you did a set that night.
Yeah, over there on the other side.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
when I
yeah.
had the full suit and everything.
Yeah.
They used to have these. They used to have these things. They have them at the ranch too, and it's like these wooden things on the staging area. So when they would build the stage, it would kind of all connect. I guess I would literally at the age of 15 would go up there when I would play cumbias, and I would hype up the crowd on this little like stage. It was a wooden thing. It wasn't even a stage. It was like a wooden thing, and I would literally go up there and hype up the crowd as much as I could.
That's-
Well, you know what I
You know
remember
what?
most about you when you first started on the Facebook thing? Was it the cap or glasses?
Glasses.
The glasses with
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
the letters that would run across.
I used to have white glasses too, yeah, but those were really infamous. I used to have the ones that just blink, and then I went and evolved into the ones that would say words in them.
Yeah.
And then I went into the white ones, and now I have regular ones. Now I have
That is
regular ones.
cool. So for your online, do you have a specific time that you do, or you just kind of
Yeah,
jump
so
on?
I for sure go on at 8, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, and then I kind of just end just based on the crowd. I mean,
the
if they want to
vibe.
keep going, I'll
Yeah.
keep going. If there's not too many people on there, I'll kind of cut it short. But other than that, I mean, it's just kind of just based off of the
Monday,
So does it mean when
Thursday.
people aren't watching us, they're watching you? On
On
Tuesdays.
Tuesdays.
On
Oh, there you
Tuesdays.
I actually have a
There
really
you
big
go.
following on Tuesdays. So.
So what is the largest following you? I mean, the largest audience you had at one period of time?
3.5K
Oh
at
wow.
one time. Yeah,
That is
that
so
was
cool.
during the COVID years, and that was the all time. I think I had like 300,000 likes that night. So that's like my all time record.
So I'm gonna jump over to the screen for your screen real quick, and we're gonna. So your Facebook, there is a Facebook that is DJ Lucky J fans. That's the one that they can go and click on.
That's a group.
Yeah, the group page,
Yeah.
right?
So I have a Facebook business page. Is DJ Lucky J.
DJ Lucky J. Okay,
Yeah.
and then your Instagram is DJ Lucky J,
Yeah.
and then I believe your TikTok is DJ Lucky J 15.
Yeah.
15 guys. So DJ Lucky J 15, and then your YouTube is DJ Lucky J. Is what I
don't
found
really
on there.
post a lot on there, but yeah, it's on there. Actually, if you go to YouTube and search DJ Lucky J, you'll see all my interviews from like Texas Country Reporters, Channel 6 News, Channel 3 News. I don't know what the Coastal Living here as well. Did that one. Domingo
Okay.
Live.
And then right below you guys, if you do see right there, it does say his name there, and that is his phone number for booking. So right there is 361-696-3164, and that's going to be any time that you need to book him for any kind of meet and greets, DJing, to hype up a show, to get it going, guys. I mean, it's been an amazing show with you here today, man. It's been great, and we did we did have to reach out to you a little late, and we're glad that you were able to jump on.
And you know what he didn't hesitate at all, man. But before we go on, I got one more question for you.
Okay.
How many people have tried to say, now that you put all his social media out there, how many times have you been hacked?
So it's not hacked. It's more people creating accounts, and it's just like, hey, you won a prize. It's freaking send me $5,000. It's just, I've gotten through so much of those. People already kind of know. I'm going to go look at the page. I'm going to go see the following. If there's no
be
following.
Smart. That's what I'm saying. Be smart about what you do.
Yeah. I never ask for money. I maybe host a little raffle here and there but that's when I'm actually live. So that's when they'll know, it's legitimately me. But other than that, I mean, I'll give stuff away here and there as well. But I never, ever ask for money. And so when you call that number to book me, a lot of people are like, oh my God, is this your secretary? No, it's me. My mom used to do all my bookings for me. I just started doing at the beginning of this year. So when you do call that number, it is me, but that is my business. That's not my personal number. That is my business phone number. So I know a lot of people try and just have a conversation with me.
So if somebody wanted to call you for like maybe a Lucky J T-shirt or koozie and stuff like that,
you definitely just get that off the website, djluckyj.com.
Okay,
cool. Have USBs, mixes, and stuff like that.
Do y'all know DJ Rowe?
Oh, that's my nephew.
Yeah, they said he's the next generation.
Yeah, that's my little nephew. Oh my God, he is so cool. My sister's like, you better have him asleep by this time because that's when he goes to sleep. When I take him to gigs, he will stay up until we are done breaking down and then finally crash out in the end.
But you know what? You know what the cool thing about that is? When he grows up, he's going to say, you know what, man, I remember when my mom used to tell my Uncle Lucky J that I better be asleep. And you know what? I wasn't.
Yeah.
That's what uncles are for.
He's so cool. I bought him for Christmas. I bought him his little DJ set. So he has turntables, and he'll go and play with them. And he'll come and he'll grab the mic from me, and he'll start singing Frontera. And it's just, he's so cool. I love him so much.
So is this your sister, Yolanda?
Oh, no, that's Mark's wife, Yolanda.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So they're the ones from the Houston.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, big shout out to the Houston people again out there.
Yes.
We're actually gonna go. We're gonna go take y'all up on that.
What day are y'all going?
Party. I could go kind of whenever.
The 24th. So
we're interested in that.
I'll be there the 10th, but the 24th I'll actually be DJing there.
Oh.
At the tailgate, the Blue Lot tailgate.
Oh, okay. Let's do the 24th.
24th, November 24th.
Yeah.
Okay.
November 24th.
Yeah.
So
that's before Thanksgiving.
That's the next one right after Houston takes on Cowboys. Just FYI, Cruises, we are Dallas Cowboy fans.
I like both.
Yeah, no, I'm a major Dallas Cowboy fan.
You know what? Houston's got a great team this year, though.
I give them props.
Houston's got a great team this year.
And I go for the Cowboys, but I always go to the Texans game, and I just kind of support them both because, I mean, of course, they're both from Texas, but Houston has a really good team. I saw the Cowboy game.
It's about time, but they got a good team.
Yeah, and they're doing night games now. Like this Sunday, they have their first night game since they've been Texans. So that's a night game, and the November 10th, that's why I wanted to go to the November 10th game, is because it's a night game.
You know,
I like Taylor Swift's team.
The Chiefs.
Taylor Swift does not have a damn team,
I like
bro.
to push his buttons. And look at
Taylor Swift does not have a damn team. Who the hell is Taylor Swift?
Who's her boyfriend again?
No, who is Taylor Swift? Is that a rapper or something?
Oh, come on, dude. You know after hours you put a little tutu on and you're a little Swiftie, bro. Come on. Say the truth, man.
She's probably the most famous person in that stadium, right?
The most famous person probably in the United States right now.
Right now, yeah.
Besides me, but I mean.
Oh, yeah.
So what was the day of the were you going to be playing in the parking lot?
So I'll be playing in the parking lot on the 24th of November at the Blue Lot in Houston.
November.
November the 24th.
November 24th.
Hey, but I just got
the day
told.
before our anniversary.
I kind of just got told something.
I was gonna say the same thing. The whole competition thing, right?
No,
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that.
Do you dress up in tutu?
no. This Saturday, UT plays UTSA in Austin. I think about making the trip to that game, and then leaving that one and going to the Cowboys game at 3
On Sunday.
on Sunday, or 12. I think. No, it's 3. No, I think it's 12. And then cutting across to the night game that he just said for Houston.
At Houston.
Oh.
I could just do a little football tour.
Little triangle.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that, man.
I'm
That's
down
gonna be
for
kind of
that.
cool.
That'd be so much fun.
I want to go this weekend. My parents are supposed to go. They can't go. And I'm just like, nope.
Darn.
A big shout out to my daughter. She's going to be competing in New York this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Julie from Corpus Christi. Julianne is going to go out there to New York and go kick some butt out there. She's a mock trial compete.
She's in law school in Houston. And so they have a team. It's a mock trial. So it's like attorneys.
Is that Sam Houston?
No, Houston, Texas.
She
goes
she's
to
at
Thurgood.
TSU.
Yeah, TSU.
Oh, okay.
TSU.
Thurgood, yeah.
And she's going to be competing in New York against all of the United States mock trial
It's like
teams.
the Super Bowl for attorneys.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For attorneys to be.
Yeah, the mock trial attorneys out there. And she's going to go kick some butt. And she's about to bring this thing back to Texas, back to Houston.
Bring it home, Jules. Bring it home.
But Corpus is going to be the spot for her. She's almost done, guys. Before you know it, I'll be telling y'all.
You know what I like? I like the way Javier said it last week. She's gonna be the next Thomas J. Henry. Did you catch on that?
I like that. Sure. I like that too.
Yeah, she's coming for it, guys. But yeah, so we are coming to an end, guys. Once again, guys, we really do appreciate each and every one of you.
We're just getting hungry.
Yeah, I'm
you can hear our stomachs rumbling.
So where is it? What is it?
Acapulco on airline. Anybody who's out there, guys, y'all in the Acapulco area on airline will be out there. Hey, we really do appreciate you showing up.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate your family jumping on.
Yeah,
the cruises,
thank you, everybody.
Pauline out there, anybody and everybody who has showed any love and support and comment and shared for y'all guys. We really do appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all stay safe, guys. Y'all be careful out there.
Love you guys.
We will see y'all on the next one.
Peace.